Hello everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Echoes of the Emblem, the Fire Emblem podcast on YouTube, Twitch, and on Spotify. I am Smash Panda, and I am here with my co-host, Sheila. Give me a sec, there we go. Sheila, welcome in, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Happy to have you here as my co-host. Appreciate it. I really no problem. Thank you for everyone who's showing up early on YouTube and Twitch. I really appreciate it. I think I can't hear Chilla. If I'm correct, you can, right? Oh, we're having some technical difficulties. Give me a sec. That is annoying. Alrighty, this is starting up as a good. This is starting up as a good stream already.
I'm not muted.
There
By
we
the
go.
way, I'm not muted.
Hello, alright, I think you guys can hear me now. Alright, thank you for Omar
Can you
showing
hear me?
up, Chiro, and Dutch Rosie. Happy to have you all here. This is the first episode of our podcast, Echoes of the Emblem. This is the podcast where we talk about everything Fire Emblem related. Every 2 weeks, we're going to sit down and talk about this amazing franchise, and we're happy to have you all here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chila, tell you about yourself.
Okay. So because of the the incidence of audio, I am a little giggly, but yeah, I'm Chila. I'm a VTuber that specializes in retro games, and that means that I play a lot of retro Fire Emblem, because hell, I love this franchise. So thanks for Panda to having me in as the resident retro Fire Emblem enjoyer.
Indeed. Alright. Now, for me myself, I started my streaming career seriously with Fire Emblem. Started with Three Houses 5 years ago. That's my first Fire Emblem game. And I never stopped playing the games. I absolutely loved them. This year, especially, I went to Fire Emblem Awakening, Fates, Echoes, and Engage. So I've been playing a fuck ton of this franchise at this point. Let me see. Let me check up on chat real quick. You are the fort. You are the new fort. The new weave, destined to seek life beyond the shore, just out of reach. Hell yeah! Welcome in, Minako. Happy to have you here. All right, let's go for our first topic, should we? And that's gonna be
Yeah.
our favorite Fire Emblem game. So,
Can I
Chita,
cheat?
you want to start?
Can I cheat a little bit?
Sure, you can cheat.
Because I thought about this question, and honestly, I have to mention my top three because I have played almost every single Fire Emblem at this point, and I honestly can't decide between um, Shadow Dragon, Faith Conquest, and Sacred Stone because I love the free games, but for different reasons. So maybe I can cheat a little bit, but yeah, those are my favorite
Oh yeah, for
personally.
sure, for sure. For me, yeah, what I already said. Back in 2020, when the coronavirus started happening in here in Holland, I remember this very well. Actually, like I don't remember a lot of stuff, but like this is like the thing I keep remembering. It was like before the outbreak started, like one day before, or like probably the day we heard lockdown is starting to happen. Oh, hold up, that was the wrong button. And I just went to the game store to see if I can find a game that can just keep me holding out for this epidemic. It didn't work because it was longer than expected. But I saw on the shelf Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I saw people playing it. I was like, "Oh, this looks good," and I realized, wait, this is just like Persona, and I'm a big Persona fan. So I basically picked it up because this was the only option back in the day to play Persona on Switch. Now, looking back
Oh,
on it, that was very bad. I feel very bad about it
what an
now.
introduction, honestly. And I'm happy that that was your introduction because my introduction was more similar to most people here in the West. Like, I play Smash Brothers Melee and C Mart, and I was like, what? Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh yeah, no, I had it with
But
bro. I was like, what the fuck is this?
then I got a totally legal Nintendo Microsoft GBA emulator.
Oh
And
no.
one of the games included on that emulator was Fire Emblem 7, but it didn't catch me because I was a stupid young girl that barely know English at that point. But then a friend of mine was playing Sacred Stone on his phone, on his Nintendo phone. Sorry. He passed me the ROM of the Sacred Stone, and Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stone made me fall in love with this franchise. I love the characters. I loved the story. I loved the gameplay. The thing that got me the most was like, for you, Fire Emblem Three Houses was Persona on Switch. For me, it was Pokemon, but with people.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
a
know
good
why it
one.
felt like Pokemon to me, but the weapon triangle and that kind of stuff just
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
keep me
it's
hooked, and then I become obsessed, and then I play it Fire Emblem 7 again for real this time. Not my favorite game, but yeah.
all right. We can keep this.
Emblem
We'll get
6,
we have this for another episode. This conversation.
yeah, yeah, no, I will not. But then I play Fire Emblem 7, 6, 4. Then I
Wow.
went to the 3DS because I got a 3DS around that time, so I play Awakening and absolutely love Awakening. Then I play Faith when it came out. Yeah, I got started playing before Faith even came out, so I played
Oh wow.
Fire Emblem Faith around release, and it was a great experience, honestly.
I thought you
Even
started
though
out
the
with
story was,
Awakening,
yeah,
but you
no,
didn't. Interesting.
no, I started like around Awakening's release, but I didn't play Awakening until like 2015 maybe, and that
Oh wow.
was when Fate was released here on the West,
Oh yeah, no, for
and
sure.
and then the rest is history. I played like almost every single game. The only one that I haven't played fully yet, but I'm working on it. I promise, is Thracia.
Sports ratio.
But yeah, that was my crazy introduction.
Hey, you forgot Warriors and Tokyo Mirage sessions. Don't forget those. Okay.
I will never forget those. Yeah, those I haven't
Actually,
played
to be
fully yet.
honest, I'm playing through Warriors right now for the first time, and I'm very impressed by the models. They look really nice. People are kind of bitching on like the Warriors engine, but like
Uh,
the characters
my
do look
problem,
nice in there.
my problem with Warriors is for me that they are not really Fire Emblem games for me, but not
No,
because
no, you're right.
of of the
Three hopes.
the story is great and all, but the problem is that I can't get into Warriors games, Warriors like games, or Roshi, and I don't remember how they call Moshi games,
M- uh,
Mojo games.
yeah, Moshu
I
or
I
something.
can't get into them because I got tendinitis, so
Yeah,
my
no.
hand hurts when I play that game.
Yeah, no, for
But
sure. That
other
makes
than
sense.
that, yeah, there is some essence on Fire Emblem, and I actually, well, that could be another episode, honestly. But I want
Mm-hmm.
to talk about Free Hopes
Oh,
someday because
yeah.
I think that game kind of nails some of the strategic aspect of Fire Emblem
Yeah,
in a
no.
way that honestly I prefer it over some of the Fire Emblem games.
Oh
But at the
yeah,
same
no, for
time,
sure.
it's a Warriors game, so it still wouldn't machine the video game.
Yeah, no, you're right on that. Yeah, what I already said, I wanted to get into the franchise because it looked like Persona Three Houses looked like a lot of Persona 5 to me, and I was really on that Persona 5 hype. Oh shit. I pretty much beat the game Persona 5 after before I started. Like it was like the day off I started playing Three Houses. And I just couldn't let it down. Like it was kind of stupid in that way. I'm like I was just so hooked on it, just laying in bed,
I, 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 I don't
sitting
even
there.
blame you. I don't even blame you because that kind of happened to me both with the Sacred Stones. When I first played it, I played on Erika's route first, and then
Oh yeah.
immediately, like I started a new playthrough after I finished and finish FM route, and uh, then I got so obsessed that I play every single GBA Fire Emblem in around 2 months.
Wow.
So I was obsessed, and then when Awakening, it's funny because Awakening is not even like my favorite 3DS game now, but I will consider that it was one of my favorite Fire Emblems to play. I was so obsessed that I got around 300 hours on my original
Holy
3DS.
shit. I feel like Awakening holds up very well. For
Like,
me,
if you like the customization aspects
yeah,
of Free Houses,
yeah,
you can
no.
really dig Awakening.
Oh yeah, you're right. Like Awakening is like the game I would recommend after playing Three Houses to people to there are newcomers to the franchise. For myself, yeah, I've been more active into the franchise and the community since what is it, late 2024, late this year. Around that time, I really got into it because my friends started playing it again. And I was like, oh yeah, Three Houses. I kind of forgot about the game, and I didn't forget about it, but like, you know,
It's like
Switch. The life
it's
of
like
Switch was
re-hooking
crazy.
into another all addiction. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can understand that because
yeah.
I also got my fair share of breaks from the franchise. One of them was around actually was around Free Houses launch. I didn't play Free Houses on launch, but the
Really.
reason was pretty simple. I was broke.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I was on college, so I didn't have
Oh yeah.
that much, not neither time nor money to spend on video games. So I got Free Houses around 2 years later on the pandemic,
Oh
because
wow.
I'm 25 years old, so I was like on college on 2019.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
16 when I played Three
yeah,
Houses.
no, I was
So I had all the time in the world with all the money.
20 around, and yeah, Free Houses was my back into the series when I got it,
Hmm.
because I got burned out around like
After Echoes.
yeah, after Echoes,
Yeah.
but not because Echoes was bad. It was more like I was having other things going on in life, and also because I was introduced to the Shin Megami Tensei franchise and
Oh yeah.
Persona. So I played more Persona 4 around the time, Persona 5, Persona 3, Shin Megami Tensei 4 and stuff. Uh, but yeah, I got my break, and then I played Free Houses, got really into Fire Emblem again, completed all 4 routes, and then I got burnt out by Free Houses. But
Yeah.
it's funny because Free Houses made me appreciate a lot of the older games that I kind of brute forced my way in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting topic because, as I said, my favorite Fire Emblem right now is Shadow Dragon. But it
Interesting.
wasn't all the case. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't always the case. The first time that I played Shadow Dragon, I actually absolutely hate it.
I've been there. I've been there. I played the original one,
because
yeah, on Switch.
and you know why I hated Shadow Dragon?
It felt aged.
It's because I was coming from the GBA games.
Yeah, I heard that so
Uh,
much. People saying that. Yeah, you're right.
and the animations and the and the art style is like off-putting, and also because I was so used to GBA supports, while in Shadow Dragon there aren't really any support at all. Like there are barely some conversations between Mart and some important characters like Shira, Minerva,
Oh,
or
really?
Tiki, but there are no supports. But then when I played Three Houses, I started playing Fire Emblem more as a strategic
Yeah.
sandbox game. So in Shadow Dragon has so many fucking options to make the maps, even the hardest map, your bitch.
Really?
With
I
the
gotta get into
reclassing
that.
system,
I have to look
with,
into
with the
that game. Yeah.
reclassing system and forge system. So I just really dig that, and also it was a really fast game to play compared to the 3DS games, because hell, even though the biggest Fate enjoyer, I can say that Fate is really tedious sometimes,
Oh, don't get me
and
started. Don't get me
with
started.
and also happens to me with Shadow Dragon and Engage, because of how much base stuff you have to do. While Shadow Dragon is more simple, you can do all the customizations before the map and you're done.
Yeah.
Like you can reforge your weapon, you can reclass your units, you can do all of that without interfering in like things like, I don't know, cooking and doing exercise on
Hmm.
and fishing. And even though
Hey, don't get me started on the fishing mini game right now. That is good. It's like
no, no,
Xenoblade.
I'm the biggest fish defender. Like
Yeah.
I always say to my friends, if a game has fishing mini games, it's a good game.
It's like the
But
Shovel Knight, right? It only needs Shovel Knight to be a good
I
game.
do appreciate just sometimes I just appreciate getting my brain as it like I'm gonna play a Fire Emblem map and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's Shadow Dragon for me. So that's
Yeah.
why I said my favorite Fire Emblems are like for three different reasons.
Oh yeah. I feel like my second favorite game in the franchise, and I feel like people who know me don't surprise it. Does not surprise at all. I love me some Fire Emblem Echoes. I feel like Echoes.
Yeah.
It's just
Because it's
amazing. Like,
yeah, because it's a comfy story and a comfy game to play, honestly.
mhm.
Because you don't have to think that much in Echoes.
No. And like it's like the story is heartbreaking to me. Like it's not heartbreaking because it ends well, of course, with Alma Celica eventually getting married. But
Yeah,
like the way how they
but
get there, that's like it's
yeah,
very sad, and I really appreciated the storyline, the how the characters were written. I really appreciated that. Although I gotta say, those maps are kind of bullshit. Looking at Jude Chapter 4,
they
fucking hell.
they, they
Seneca
are
Chapter
from
4.
the NES. You
Yeah.
have to count them some stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, they were experimenting a lot. Fire Emblem Gaiden is like the Zelda 2 of the Fire Emblem
Oh, yeah.
franchise. So
But like,
you have
Gaiden
to.
has still some appreciation. Zelda 2 doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, for me, as I always said that now I'm currently like 2025 Chila is like I appreciate more a good combination of gameplay. Story can be good, but I prefer gameplay over story. That's something that you have heard me about.
For
That's
me,
why I love Fate's Conquest and Engage for some reason. Like,
yeah, the combat
um,
in Engage is
like,
amazing though.
although I will say that even I don't know if this is Stockholm syndrome, but I kind of enjoy the Engage story now. But that's
Really?
maybe because not like I wouldn't say like it's the best Fire Emblem story, but I get some laugh out of them, and also like
yeah,
I
no,
don't hate the characters as much, and I also like some of the characters, mostly like the secondary, like all the lords are kind of mid except for Ivy, but
Goldberry is
then
great. I love Goldberry.
their,
That's
their
underrated.
little brothers and sisters are kind of great, like Celine, Alcris, Hortensia, and Fogado. They are pretty nice compared to the older
I don't like
older.
Hortensia though. I feel like Hortensia is very annoying.
She's
Uh,
annoying,
yeah.
but she's not that bad when you go really deep into her support. Like some of her
Oh yeah.
supports
Yeah, I heard
are
that.
really like,
I heard that the supports in the
especially
Engage are better.
especially like the ones with Ivy, that kind of makes me like potential a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I do prioritize gameplay,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that a good story doesn't matter to me. That's why on my like after the 4 Fire Emblem gameplays that I love, that being Shadow Dragon, Conquest, Sacred Son, and Engage, I got really close. Holy War and Echoes and
Yeah.
Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
Those 3 are amazing stories.
I would
And
say if you
even
have to pick
and the
like,
other ones that I really consider great stories are also Three Houses and of course Path of Radiance because it's
yeah,
part of
I am
the Radiant
very
Dawn.
curious on Path of Radiance and jobs from Emma. So I gotta be honest. If I have to look at like the best Fire Emblem game I've played so far, like I'm a Three Houses man. I love Three Houses. I'm very nostalgic over that game and hold it to like a lot of love to it. I gotta be honest here. I feel like Echoes is objectively the one of the best Fire Emblems there is if you want to look at story, gameplay, and characters. If you, it just checks all the 3 marks. Yeah, some maps can be bullshit, but like if you work hard on it, it becomes easier and it becomes way
You
more
know,
fun.
another point for Echoes, I think, is that it really like they really didn't have to include the NES. They probably could like do a because I have an example for this. I have there is a Fire Emblem GBA ROM hack called Sacred
Oh
Echoes.
yeah, yeah, I've heard
That's
about that.
basically like if Echoes remake the maps, and I think that's great and all, but the Echoes maps,
They don't
like
work on
the
that.
guided maps, were really polished on the 3DS remake because of the introduction of some
Yeah,
of the new things that the remakes introduced,
yeah,
especially
no.
combat arts.
Oh my god, I
Combat
love combat
arts,
arts.
yeah, that's something that I want to because if
Like
if
it
I can
makes it
say
more
something that
important.
I missed in Engage
It's
was
combat
combat
arts.
arts.
Yeah, although
Yeah,
the
combat
break,
arts are a great
yeah,
way of
yeah,
like balancing the games towards player face
yeah.
compared
No.
to like something that I really critique a lot, especially for FE7. That is, they are basically enemy face games like Path of Radiance, FE7. Like the best strategy is just to wait for the enemy to kill itself in you,
Yeah,
and that's no fun for me.
yeah. No, I
but
get that.
but and like combat arts, the emblem system in Engage, um, Faith Conquest and all its mechanics, they are like really great ways of balancing towards player face decisions, and I think that that should be appreciated. That was introduced in Echoes, a remake of a game that was really enemy player face, but not that much. It's weird. Gaiden is weird.
I
I
don't know.
gotta
Gaiden
admit
is
that
weird.
Gaiden is weird because
Yeah,
you can argue that that is a game that heavily relies on enemy phase too, but there is
Mhm.
also some enemies, especially in the tougher maps of the Celica route,
Oh
that
my
you
god,
really
don't
want
get me
to get
started.
rid of.
Don't get me
You
started on that
want
one.
to get rid of as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Like for example, the cantors. I hate those fucking things, but
Or about
they are
those
really
swamp maps. The swamp maps. My god.
yeah, but
I don't know what we're
yeah. The
doing.
cantors and the swamp maps are awful, but at the same time they incentivize you to really take action, like
Yeah.
before the situation escaped from your hands. So
Yeah, no,
I think
that's
that's
true.
great too.
That's true. Do we have anything to add on this topic, or we can move on to our main topic for today?
Yeah, I think that the only thing that I want to add is that yeah, even though I can say those 3 were my favorite. If I can, like my personal Fire Emblem that I consider the best Fire Emblem that has ever made,
Mm-hmm.
it will probably not be in any of my 4 favorites.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to admit that, I think the best Fire Emblem that has ever been made is probably Radiant Dawn. And
I still have to
I'm a
play them.
big fan now that I'm playing it because I haven't finished it yet. I know the story, but I'm playing it again because I recovered my original save file, and
Nice.
there was so much right there.
Yeah.
It's kind of tragic that it flopped, but
Yeah,
there
it
was so
kind of
much right there.
is. That's an interesting topic we can also go into later down the road in the podcast.
Yeah, why Radiant Down fail?
Yeah, no, like the DS and Wii generation
And
was really a
yeah,
bad time for Fire Emblem in that way. But that's not what we're here for today. Let's move over to our main topic, and that is being
yeah.
Fire
Fortune
Emblem
Weave.
Fortune's
Woo!
Weave. We all know what
I
happened. All know what happened last month. The fan base got saved once again. If you have to believe people.
and the Nintendo fans were angry, so that's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's like being a Fire Emblem fan, you know? Like, people hate you because you like Fire Emblem. That's the thing. It's so bad. We Fire Emblem fans can never be happy on this fucking internet. But no, I remember saying to my friends, because we all had that fucking genealogy to Holy War bullshit going on. And I'm saying it like bullshit because, my god, I do not believe it's ever gonna come out anymore. I don't believe it at all.
The genealogy of the world remake. Yeah, no, that's totally real, totally coming, you know.
It would be cool. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see it, but I am not gonna lie here. I feel like it's not gonna happen.
No,
But
I'm gonna be honest. Hot take. I don't think FE4 really needs a remake. More so like a plain old localization, like they did with FE1 on the Switch.
Yeah, Shadow Back in the Rate of Light.
Because there are two reasons for me. One, I don't trust Nintendo to do a remake.
I mean,
although I trust Intelligent System, but I don't know. Like they can really screw it up. There has been some great remakes, especially from Intelligent System. But at the same time, genealogy is just, I don't know. Like it works on the SNES.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It works on the SNES, but I don't think it would work as great on an HD format because of the sprite works and the great large maps.
Oh.
Yeah, I really want to be proven wrong, but at the same time, I have seen what Nintendo has done in like other ambitious remake.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl.
All right.
You know,
this is not a Pokemon podcast, buddy.
no. I don't want to say that I don't want to change the topic to Pokemon.
No.
No. But at the same time, I kind of scared that we get like a genealogy remake, and instead of getting like proper justice to one of the best stories in gaming ever told,
that's true.
we got a Diamond and Pearl, or even worse, we get like a Metroid Other M, where the localization fuck up the story, you know.
Oh, that is true. I forgot about that.
So that's why I'm scared, because genealogy is a really great story, but at the same time it's a really sensitive story. You know, there is some
for sure.
some things going on
there.
there.
Yeah, no, I get that. I remember saying to my chats, I wanted Fire Emblem very badly. I feel like the main reason why the community itself wanted a new Fire Emblem so badly is because Engage did not really vibe with a lot of people. People are going back to it now and they're saying, "Oh, it isn't that bad." But
yeah,
I feel like people who came into the franchise like me, who am a big fan of Three Houses, it didn't work for me. It just didn't work.
They are different for sure, but at the same time, I kind of understand that sentiment, because Engage was made for the anniversary of the franchise.
Yeah, that's true.
But it wasn't released for the anniversary of the franchise. Like I always say that Engage would have been much better
If it came
if
out
it
before
released
Three Houses.
alongside. Huh?
It would have been much better if it came out before Three Houses.
Not only that, but if it released like around the same time, we were hyped for an anniversary title. Like
Yeah.
where when we got instead was a re-release of Fire Emblem One. That, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Fire Emblem One, and I'm happy that it finally got
kind of weird.
its proper localization. But
Yeah.
at the same time, they did that bullshit that they did with Mario All Stars
Ho, ho,
and
ho,
killed
ho.
the and butchered the release with a limited release. Like,
Watch it come back
fucking
in a few years. We
fuck
get Fire Emblem 1
Nintendo
back.
for that. Honestly, fuck Nintendo for that. Like, why did they do that? Like,
Yeah.
like it killed all the hype that the anniversary got. Like, I hate it here.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I do appreciate Engage for trying to celebrate the whole franchise. Even like I was like, even though I have my gripe with it, I have my gripe with some of the choices. Like, for example, not making an emblem arm, relegating Ephraim only to be a skill and not to be like a character like Erika is.
Man, my boy
And,
Alm
and
got shafted so hard.
yeah, and also like the choice for DLC Fire Emblem is questionable.
Ooh, I want to get into that one
Especially-
day as well.
Especially Camila, what the hell?
Thank you. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. I want to go over the trailer. I think we already,
Yeah,
like,
okay,
especially
let's go to the trailer.
we watched it like multiple times. Sheila, I sent you the Discord link, on Discord the link, by the way.
Yeah, no,
wanna
I
get into it.
I rewatched the I
have
rewatched
re- I
the
have-
trailer.
I have rewatched this trailer like hundreds of times already. I'm gonna say my reaction to the trailers later. I just want to talk about how the game. It's an interesting case in my opinion. I really find this game very interesting, and the way they did it might be the best decision Intelligent System has made in a long time, at least for the series. In that opinion, I feel like making it on Three Houses, an active sequel, prequel, whatever the fuck it's gonna be. I have no idea yet. On
Yeah.
pretty much the game. Like, okay, let me say it differently. Three Houses is more popular than Fire Emblem itself. So, going to continue that storyline with a game people absolutely adore. Like, I see like character essays every single day of the week. I see so many people going over Three Houses.
The Aiden Gartis curse. The Aiden Gartis curse.
Oh my god, don't get me started. No, but I feel like this is like what I meant with, this is the best idea they could have done. And
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah, no, that's
I
true.
have my gripe with it.
from sales wise,
Because-
it is very smart. Let me
Yeah,
just say
no,
that.
it is really smart. And also, another thing that I appreciate that I always, like, I cannot, like, lie to myself and say that I hate it, because I always advocate for,
For sequels.
instead of, getting more and more and more and more original continents, try to connect the world around it and building on top of already established
Yeah.
places on the franchise. That's why I love Awakening, by the way.
Yeah,
too.
no, same. Then when I realized Valm was actually Valencia, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
I was like, I just beat it Echoes at the time. I was like, oh my god, no way! I got so happy.
Yeah. I kind of wish that they did the same with some of the most underdeveloped places in the
content.
Fire Emblem universe.
Yeah, they're not
Like-
going back to what's it called, Tellius anytime soon.
No, I know, but Tellius is not. I don't think neither Tellius or Juggernaut need like more story building that they already have.
Mhm.
But there are some places that can go farther, especially the GBA titles, like both Elite especially because after the mess of the what FE7 story did for the whole continent, because it made FE6 doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah,
it's
no.
weird. Like they ruined FE6 story with FE7, but at the same time FE7 story is not that bad. But they could develop more in that.
Yeah, no,
And
you're right on that.
also FE8, like Magvel has so much potential as much as Valentia and Altia, because you have the monsters there, like
Hmm.
genuine zombies, gargoyles, and spiders, and all the, like, you can do like a Castlevania Fire
Oh
Emblem
yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, but I think the setting the Fortune's Weave is going for is very interesting as well. Going for like a more Roman inspired thing, if I'm correct. Roman, Greek mythology.
Yeah, I love it that direction because
Yeah. No, it really goes into like a unique space Fire Emblem hasn't gone through ever. The most unique thing we have gotten besides like a Central European aesthetics is Hoshido. So I really like that we're gonna see this. That we're gonna see more development in Fodlan because I feel like you can do so many things in Fodlan. Things that have come back from other games. I want to start out with this. What I'm very excited for
oh
are
my god,
combat guards.
I disconnected. I disconnected. No
Oh
way.
really?
But I was talking like, what was the last thing that I said?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
guys.
Oh, I went on for the.
Technical issue.
I went. We went over the Roman Spire thing. Roman.
Oh yeah, the Roman Spire. Yeah, so I love when intelligence systems experiments and don't like they ditch like the medieval
Yeah, medieval Europe vibes.
medieval fantasy setting and get something more like that's why I love FES, because they did like the zombies and
Yeah,
and all the monster stuff. I love Hoshido thematically is amazing. Like
I think
one of
the
my
aesthetic of
favorite
Shoshido is
things,
amazing.
yeah, one of my favorite things about Faith actually is getting to use katanas and shurikens instead of swords and knives,
Yeah.
But at the same time, and I was about to make you happy because I was about to talk about positively about free houses.
Oh, all right. Give me a
And
sec. Give me a sec. I wanna yap a little bit.
one of my favorite things about free houses
Yeah. Tell me.
is the Guardians,
Oh yeah.
aka the dubstep people.
Mhm. Or like,
I I love that they are like this prohibited civilization
I hope they
with
return.
all the technology in
Yeah. No, I
They
hope they
they are
return.
so cool.
I hope they
Yeah, no,
return. Actually.
like we saw a gun in the trailer, so
Mhm.
maybe they are.
Yeah.
Maybe that Alucard guy is a guardian.
Dietrich.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
I really do want more about the guardians.
Yeah. No, for
They
sure.
they are one of my favorite, but also one of my gripe with free houses, because I hate
That's
that
kind of
they
forced into.
no, the sad thing is that in case of Edelgard's route, that they finish with the Rhea conflict, they could perfectly make like an epilogue with the Guardians, but they
Mhm.
didn't because they
Yeah.
didn't want to
No.
do post game at all.
No.
Like,
No. No. You're right.
speaking of,
Oh wait. Yeah.
that's
Come on.
something that's on my wish list in Fire Emblem. Because I did a little, I did my work. I did my work. I
Oh
have
shit.
my notes here, a fucking wish list for
Wait,
this
you have
game.
notes?
Yeah, I have notes.
Crazy.
And one of my wish lists is actually a post game, because two of my favorite games and one of your favorite games has post game, and that's
Chapter 5.
that's real.
Chapter 5
Yeah,
of
chapter
Echoes,
5
yeah.
of Echoes of Valencia.
That
And
goes into
I was
Awakening.
talking about Echoes of Valencia, and of course I'm talking about the monster campaign in Sacred Sons. The monster campaign in Sacred Sons, even though it didn't like push that much in terms of lore, it really helped to build like this concept of powerful monsters were a threat in Magville,
Oh yeah.
and they didn't need to, but they did it anyways. And so I love it. And then of course, my favorite post game, even though gameplay wise is lame, but lore wise is really cool, is the Echoes one, because it really expands on Echoes being a prequel, and all the Altea and Alta Arcania games
Yeah.
and Balm games being a prequel to Awakening, and getting the inception of Grima,
Yeah.
that
No.
was
No.
so
Yeah. That
cool.
was really nice. I think overall, I go on here real quick. I I want to say that I'm very happy to see it's gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive. I know some people don't like it because expensive. Sure, it yeah, the Switch 2 is expensive. I get that, but I can already see, like, even from, like, if I look at Engage, this game looks way better in graphically.
Yeah, yeah.
Facial
I'm not
design
gonna
is way
debate you on
better.
that having the liberty of just using the new hardware, and instead of some of the games that are coming out, having to do it for a
Switch One,
7 no wait, how much is old now, like 9 years old now,
almost 8 years.
uh
It's been 8 years. Yeah.
8 years old, 8-year-old hardware that
Yeah.
is more comparable to the Xbox 360 than current gen, does hinder a little bit a lot of games. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we can talk about how mediocre Game Freak is, but they did have to make the game for the Switch One. They didn't succeed that much,
No.
but at the same time, I don't blame them.
No. 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 You're right. I feel when I see the trailer, I like, especially in, like, things like battles. It looks way more busier. Like, it looks more lived. Like, the battles look more fluent than Three
One
Houses.
thing that I noticed on the trailer, it was yeah, the gambits are returning.
Yeah,
That's also my note.
gambits and combat arts, amazing.
Yeah, combat arts was not difficult to bring back, like, at all. Like,
No,
that's why I was a little disappointed that Engage only limited to the Emblem of
well,
Rivals, the DLC.
oh,
Uh, the
Edelgard.
DLC Emblem from Free Heart. Yeah, Edelgard, Dimitri. That's the only combat arts that are in Engage. That's a little
Yeah,
disappointing.
no, for sure.
While Echoes is based on weapons.
Yeah, no, you're
And
right.
but at the same time, I'm happy that Gambits are back, because
Gambits having it back is amazing.
they were an awesome part of Free Houses, and also like world building in Fire Emblem in general. Something that I know, like, there is like this because of the cutscene, there was also this conception that the units that you used were like more like commanders,
Oh
instead
yeah,
of like
actual
sometimes
warriors.
it doesn't make sense, because some of the units that you control are just like vanilla village people. But
Hmm.
in this case, it makes a lot of sense, because most of these people were like nobles and really high society members. So
Yeah,
them being commanders makes sense.
yeah, no, we're right. I think the way the tournament thing is going also is very interesting to me. Uh,
Tournaments
looking at
tournament setting is interesting, not only because of
it's new. It's a new thing that Fire Emblem is doing right now.
they have been like a part of Fire Emblem ever since FE1, the arenas.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
but they didn't expand that like arena as a map possibility, and I really like it, because you can basically make a lot of different maps with objectives and stuff, like terrain that you can get advantage of,
Yeah,
limiting the space.
yeah,
Like,
no, you're right.
some of my favorite maps in the whole franchise are more like in indoor maps,
Oh
and for
yeah,
example, like I already said, like the Agarthians map
yeah. What I
on
want to go
on
into
Golden
real
Deer.
quick, I want to really just add on to what you say. I hope we get more unique battles conditions, like victory conditions, like for example, what Phase did really well, in my opinion, is having like besides like the seas or like the just defeat the boss or like rout the enemy. You I want them to see returning like escape maps or like the what they did with like
Yeah,
the one thing with I don't know what the kingdom is called, but like a secret kingdom where like you get like clones of the characters. I want to see something
yeah,
more
yeah,
unique like
yeah. That
that.
was cool too.
Yeah, like as much as
That
people don't like
that
revelations, I feel like we need more
that map
gimmicks.
is cool. One of those map in Conquest is very cool because you are limited to only Asura, Corin, and Gunter,
Yeah,
and
give
you
me more
have two
scenarios like
win.
that.
Yeah, you have two win victory conditions. So speaking of, yeah, I totally agree with you because recently, that's in an even greater topic that I want to talk on future episodes, ROM hacks,
Oh yeah.
because some of the ideas that hacks could be really well implemented. The ROM hack that I played recently was Vision Quest, and there were so many objectives that I think like just make sense in Fire Emblem. Like, of course, there is like the typical like already proven to work defense maps, escape maps,
Yeah.
route the enemy was
Yeah.
less present, but it makes sense. But there were also maps like there was a map in Vision Quest that you had to destroy tents that
Oh.
were the supplies of the enemy because you were underpowered. So the
Oh.
strategy was destroying the supplies so you can
Yeah.
get an advantage. I really find that concept really cool. Like
Yeah.
just not defeat boss, destroy the supplies,
Yeah. No. Just
evacuate
make it more unique.
evacuate evacuate prisoners, evacuate. And I think that there were so many times that they could do that, but they didn't like expand on it because they didn't make it like a map winning condition. For example, I'm speaking like for the few chapters that I'm in on Thracia. One of the chapters of Thracia that I have was um, like you have like a side objective of um, getting some child into some villagers
Mm-hmm.
that you have to like see which children belongs to what villages.
Yeah. No. For
It was
real.
a really cool concept that got written
Sounds
by
interesting.
the but it was only like I think a side objective.
Yeah.
Like the objective of the map was still seize the throne, and was
Mm-hmm.
annoying because I got Leaf really back
On the
on
ROM
the
hack side.
enemy. Like
Oh yeah.
he
No.
was so far away from the throne that I wanted like to just send it all.
Yeah. No. I get that.
But
Yeah. No. I get
yeah,
that.
but
What I will
at
also
the same
say.
time, yeah, go ahead.
I think as much people don't like revelations, I feel like some like not the whole game should be like gimmicks, of course, and that makes very sense. But like they did do some very interesting stuff in there that I'm like, yeah. What if you have like in between some few maps, you just have like a gimmick map?
Yeah,
Just make it
that
more
honestly cool.
unique because like I feel like people
And
are
with
gonna get burned out.
yeah, no, and it happens. Honestly, it happens, and that's why I like Radiant Dawn, by the way, because even though it was handled poorly, especially in the balancing aspect, like
Hmm.
Ike's army is really powerful compared to Mikaya's army, but at the same time, it makes you like think.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like was I'm gonna talk about Vision Quest again, but one of the main gimmicks is that you have like Radiant Dawn separation of armies for a couple chapters.
Hmm.
So you have your first part, the characters that you're building and all, and you're getting really powerful, but then the game throws you into another army to see another perspective of the war, and you now have to uh, do like this new side like an underdog again like in the beginning of the game, but after you experience the power of the system implemented in the game, so you are like not new to the early game
Yeah.
but new to this early game, and I find that so refreshing. And make me like that was the point in Vision Quest that made me I want to play this and I want to play this and I want to play this.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting tired of my units like just getting powerful,
Yeah, no, that makes
but then
sense.
like powerful against powerful enemies.
Hmm.
But then I got thrown onto another side of the story with new characters, new objectives, but at the same time, powerful enemies.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. Like, this is a
Oh my
TLDR,
god, I am.
guys. You should play Fire Emblem Vision Quest. It's awesome. It's in the GBA.
It's I'm looking right now at this is a great side note at like the models of the game, and they're like, oh my god, they look so nice. Like, I feel like every
Yeah.
model just has so much care into it. It's honestly very impressive the work what they did, and yeah, no,
I gotta.
I didn't I
Can
don't
I say
mind waiting
something?
3 years for this. Yes, tell me.
I can I say something about the models and the character design?
Yeah, sure.
I I really I really dig the Egyptian kinda Persian aesthetic that
Oh
the
yeah,
main characters are having, like
from Leda, right? Leda, Theodora.
Lena, and also the guy that rides that bird, the
Oh
first
yeah,
one.
Kai, the main character. I
Yeah.
think Kai will be the main protagonist. I don't know yet. It's
That's something that I wanted to talk, and I
yeah,
know that
sure.
you're probably not gonna like what I want to say,
If you're
but
gonna shit about
this is
avatars, go ahead. I have
yeah.
a lot of things to talk about as well on that.
Yeah, the thing that I really want Fortune Weaves to avoid, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible after seeing that Sotis is back. But at the same time, they could handle it like they did with Chess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't want a main character. Like, hell, like please, if you're gonna do like someone like Chess, Violet, or Alir, that you're gonna make me name them, but at the same time, don't let me customize them.
Yeah,
Like just name them. Like I
make them
don't
like
care that they
Robin.
are named Violet.
Make them
They
like
they they
Robin. That was like honestly really good.
or,
Like,
or yeah, you can either make him like Robin, go full on the customization. You can customize their hair, their clothes, their
yeah,
stuff, or you make it like they like real Fire Emblem protagonists and just name the guys. And because this is the thing that I really gripe with both Free Houses Engage and Free Hopes, is that even though all the characters talk, when you are
yeah.
referred to yourself,
It's
you're
like
referred as
the
the
Divine
Divine
Dragon.
Dragon,
Oh my god,
Professor. Like
the Merc.
that, I don't feel connected to. I don't feel like Violet is me because
No.
I named them Violet. I named them Alir. I named them Chef.
Yeah.
Why do I care about changing their name if you're not gonna let me put the customization onto it?
Mhm.
Like either go all the way like you did with Robin, or don't. Like
Yeah, no, for real. I feel like what also is
that's why I
interesting.
think Robin is the best avatar in the series.
Yeah, no,
Like,
for real. I feel like Corin, well, not Corin, I meant Kai. I feel like the fact they named him Kai always already says something, because if I'm correct, it doesn't, like, at least I know it in the Engage trailers. They say like, oh, you're the Divine Dragon. They straight up gave him a name. So what I think and what I hope is happening, they make him like the main guy of the game, and like he is more his own character, because what I am seeing right here, and I think what Three Hopes did really well as well. They developed it's an avatar. Yes, I'm fine with it being an avatar, but make it like it's an actual person, because Chess really was really well written, in my opinion. Sure, it was like an avatar. You chose your own things.
no name.
Yeah, your own options or like names. But they
But at
still
least
acted.
Chess has a personality. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chess
they
has
have like a
fucking
personality. Like they're not the gods in the game. Like it's not like Alir. Like, oh my god, it's a divine dragon. I have to lick their toes. You know what I mean?
Or it's not like a Violet that is a blank wall that doesn't talk.
Yeah,
back.
no,
Like
no, yeah, that's a
I,
thing.
I fucking love more like I like Violet more in Free Hopes that I love it
Oh, I feel like Three
in
Hopes
Free
Violet
Houses.
is really nice, but I
Yeah,
I want
because
more things
it
like
has
that.
a little bit not that much of personality. I fucking love chess more, but it got a personality compared to Free Houses Violet.
Oh no, you're
Like I
absolutely
don't feel
right.
connected to like I say jokingly to my boyfriend one time. I preferred the Violet in the fanfics than the Violet in Free Houses.
That's crazy.
But at the same time, yeah, I said it because I really missed when protagonist has
A real
uh,
story.
like a real story, and
Yeah.
that's something that I want to say that if that guy Clyde is not an avatar, please let this be a game like Radiant Dawn.
Or
Like
like
show
Awakening.
me or no, but in the sense of Radiant Dawn of with their multiple armies, you know, with the instead of choosing to side with one, show me all the picture in a one playthrough.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I think one of the worst thing that both Faith and Free Houses like introduced to the series is like I don't say that route branching is bad. It can be done right, and it has been done right ever since Fire Emblem 2.
Yeah, that's true.
like,
Yeah,
like the
no,
Alm and
Gaiden.
Celica side, they work well
But they
separated.
they work into like an overarching story. They put them together in a
Yeah,
very natural way. Yeah, that's what I want
exactly,
to
and
go into as well.
that's what I want for
Yeah.
Phantom With. I don't want to choose for a house to have and if you wanna make me choose, make different maps
Oh,
because
if I
one
have
of
to
my
choose, I go for ladder for sure. That's beside the
no
point, though.
but make different maps for each one. Like don't make the free houses a mistake because that's why I don't want to replay free houses anymore because I played Golden Deer after before yeah I played Golden Deer then I played Blue Lions and Blue Lions maps are basically the same as Golden Deer
I
but with
think
a different final boss. Then
I
I
think
played
Crimson Flower has the most
Silver
unique maps.
Snow. Yeah, that's why I love Crimson Flower.
Oh, Crimson Flower is one of my
like
favorite routes. Like Archer
yeah,
Moon is like the best
Silver
route for sure, but like it's not my
Silver
favorite.
Snow. Silver
Fuck
Snow
Silver
is the
Snow.
fucking same.
I hate
That
Silver Snow.
that like the fucking free that but I after I learned that Silver Snow was the first one developed, like I don't hate Silver Snow because it makes me hate that what they did with Golden Deer and what they did with Blue
Yeah,
Lions
but like the
because
problem is with Silver
you
Snow, it doesn't have compelling characters.
you have no reason on the Golden Deer route to fight Dimitri, for example. But you do because all the routes have to have the battle of Gronder, you know.
The
But it
Law of
doesn't
the
make
Eagle
sense.
Alliance or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
know what you mean.
it doesn't make sense,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just another map that you are playing again for the sake of
Yeah.
having 3 routes or 4 routes to be exact.
So,
Uh,
what my question is right now, if we're going on like the three main characters besides Kai, like pretty much like the three houses, maybe like the house leaders kind of aspect of it. I don't want to say it's like three houses, but you know what I mean.
I
Um,
I I I I kind of think that it's gonna be like 3 houses because of what the main like not I don't think villain but the drag like the Rhea of this world the divine
yeah, the
pro,
Divine Sovereign.
pro yeah sovereign yeah the divine sovereign says that they are competing in a tournament. So I think that they are gonna like there's gonna be different endings depending of who wins. But
Yeah,
at the same
that can
time,
happen. I wouldn't mind multiple endings, but like, what I want to ask as well, um, what is gonna go? Is Kai gonna be a expansion piece like Robin was for like the main characters like Theodora, Dietrich, or Lida?
but are we sure that he's not like its own faction? Like,
I
are
just
we
don't
sure that
know.
has to side? He
I
has to side with those guys,
if it
because that's why I say that, and I honestly would love that more. Like that this four guys, they are four different paths, like four houses,
Oh
but
no.
like like they are four main protagonists that you have to like see their stories and then decide who wins. Like I don't know, like that would be an interesting concept.
That would be
Imagine
very interesting.
playing the whole game with the four armies that these guys are building, and then you have to choose which one you are gonna play in the end game. That would be awesome,
That would be
honestly.
very cool. That's what I
It's
kind of
like
hope. Like make it all go together in one story. Like it doesn't mind if you have
because
to switch with Theodora from like Kai, for example. What my
yeah,
main theory is right now, actively, because I saw in the beginning of the trailer, you see Dietrich being a
yeah.
ally unit. So what I think is going to happen is that the Theodora, Dietrich, and Leda, whatever they want to call him. I think Leda is the real pronunciation. Leda are joining you in the story.
You don't.
I think you're cutting out again.
Oh,
Okay, you're back.
but yeah, you're right. You control them, but you. Huh?
We
I
have
didn't see that.
I think it's like.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You can hear me, right?
Can you see? Yeah, yeah, I can hear you,
Okay, good.
and you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, everything's going great.
Yeah, but at the same time, there were different like emblems before you play Dimitri. Like there are like it's so weird. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, it
But
is
at the
weird.
same time, I don't know. Like I want to hope that they didn't do like another avatar that doesn't talk.
No, I think that's the thing. Because Kai does have like a line like I want to fight for my because of my father. I want to save my father or
Yeah.
something like. And that makes me think like, hey, he does have a personality. Might it be basic for an avatar? Potentially an avatar, sure. But that doesn't mean it's going to be no personality. Like he has goals.
I will be so happy if he is just the character that you have to follow, but it's not an avatar. Like,
Yeah.
please, please,
No,
Fire
no,
Emblem.
no. You're right. What is also very interesting for me, at least as well, is the hub area. And I know people don't like hub areas in Fire Emblem anymore. To be honest, I'm beginning to get tired of them as well. You can only play so many times Treehouse and not get tired of the fucking hub maps, the hub areas. I think Garrick
I
Mod
don't like
really
it,
works.
but at the same time, I kind of expect it because I knew that the people that play Free Houses first really miss the monastery in the older games.
Yeah.
And I know that's up to personal choice. I personally don't want another Garrick monastery. Like, and I don't think that don't give me a base, but give me a base like. I think the best base is Faith, honestly, because it really. But that's mainly because I'm really like digging the 2D art and stuff.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you can give me something like Free Hopes, and I would be okay.
Cool. That would be nice. I don't know, like maybe it will be like one city, like you actively go again over the continents. That would be very interesting as well.
That would be also nice because that's kind of like how, or you know what would be nice?
What?
Something like Echoes. Where that hub area is just a town that you visit.
Yeah. Oh, we got a message, by the way, from the chat, real quick, that I want to go into. But the gatekeeper, who can get sick of him? That's a great one, Overlord. Happy to have you here, my friend. That's true. Who can get tired of my ghost? Like, yeah, we talk about like characters like Dimitri or like whatever the fuck. But we know who's the real goat in that character. In that game.
I mean, they can do a gatekeeper on every single town, like they did, like like they do, like the gym guys that I'm talking about Pokemon again.
Oh
Stop
my
me.
god. Yeah, stop playing. Stop talking about Pokemon. One star RPG. We're talking about
Yeah.
good games for fuck's sakes. No, I cannot say that after playing a lot of hours of CA.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Shut up. No, but I feel like the hub area of this game. What I'm hoping it will happen is you travel between like towns and areas,
Yeah,
like
in
Echoes.
Echoes, like
Yeah. Why
yeah.
do I
Please
always go
do
back
that
to Echoes?
because it's great.
It's very well. They did it very well. Like, what if you can just like oh my god, I need to stop. But like, what if you do it like Echoes? You just go between different
Areas
content
and
areas. Yeah, like
they
explore the
kinda
area, talk out,
they
and go
kinda
back
try to do that, and they kinda trying to do it.
in Three
It is
Hopes.
possible because no in Engage, because in Engage after every map you ram around the area that you just fought into,
Yeah, but like that's more
but
like no
they
different hub
can do that
areas.
like better, like
Oh,
if
you mean the
you
after the battle that thing? Yeah, but that was so that
yeah
didn't really have
yeah
anything interesting in there.
that's why I said that they kind of do that, but not like
Yeah,
you can do that with the towns, like make a 3D area of the towns that you visit, like the important ones. Like imagine like three houses and going to I don't know, Derdrew and just visiting Derdrew, for
yeah,
example,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or how is it called? Embar, for
Ember,
example.
yeah.
Like
My
you
god, I
can do
love
that.
how Ember
Like,
looks, by the way.
yeah, no,
It
Embar is
gives me
great.
really
Like
like Birdo vibes.
it's one of my like I don't like most of the maps in Free Houses because
Oh no,
they all
Three
feel
Houses
the
maps are
same to
awful.
me.
Three Houses maps are
But there are
very
some places
mids.
that they are really like nail it, and that's
Yeah,
Embar, Daedru, the capital of the Kingdom of Fergus. I don't remember what it's called,
Leicester is also
and
really good.
also Remire, the village of Remire.
Oh yeah, Reminder. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I feel like overall, I hope we get to travel more between areas, because that will make them
And we
world
don't
more
get
lived in. Like,
yeah,
what if you have to go to
and
like
that
the desert map to find some people for the
that
tournaments, and you go to the desert?
yeah, and that's something that honestly kind of help with world building, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
why people
important.
remember FE4 and FE5 so much, because in FE4 you basically travel on the map to all the locations that are important, and in
Oh,
FE5 the cities are all in that, like it's like zooming the things that you fought in FE4. So
yeah.
it's really cool in my
Hmm.
opinion. Of course, there is like the issue that in most of FE4 there is nothing happening between the travel,
Oh yeah,
but at
that's
the
good.
same time, if you take it like you can take all the maps in FE4 and make a fucking spray art of all of Jugdral, because it's all interconnected.
Hmm.
It's really awesome.
That's
I
really
really
nice.
sorry, I really love FE4
No, no,
and I
no. It's
needed to
fine. It's
speak that.
fine. That and for fuck's sakes, make the hub areas more useful. Like not like Treehouse, not like Garrick Monastery, because like oh my god, there was so much thing to do there for sure. I get
Yeah,
that,
they don't need
but
to make
they did
a
make it like
fucking
a
chorus.
lived-in place. But if you look at the
Yeah,
Sawmill, if I have to be honest, they could have removed them up. They could have removed the Sawmill. Like the best thing out of the whole Sawmill is my boy Sammy. Like you,
no. I will counter. I don't like the sawmill as much because I do love the mechanics of it, like some of the things that you can do with your units. But I don't want them like I said, it can be done on a menu instead of a hardware.
that's the thing. It doesn't. It feels like a menu.
It feels like a menu, but it doesn't work as a menu. Like they shouldn't have done like they did with Shadow Dragon, with all the options being there in the menu.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do understand it's a little more complex than that,
Yeah.
especially like lore-wise. Like, why does the emblem need like you need to bond with the emblem. So that's why you need like to fight with the emblem in the
Yeah, but
pseudo
I don't
arena.
know. It felt
But
so
at the same time,
forced.
I do appreciate that at least the Somniel isn't insanely big that it gets like they are only free useful
Okay,
like
let me
free
counter you
only
as
thing.
well.
No, wait.
All right.
Let me speak because I'm playing this game. I'm playing Engage right now. Not right now in the podcast, but I'm playing it recently, and I'm playing Maddening. There are
Oh.
only 4 things that are really useful for a Maddening playthrough. The Coliseum, that where you fight the emblems, you fight your allies.
Mm-hmm.
The Reforge stuff, because you can only do it on there. The Well, because you can transform items on there, and zombie slash old where you can get
My
bone fragments.
boy.
That's the only four
Yeah.
things that you really need to invest on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
All the other things you can ignore, like
Yeah.
the
No.
cooking. The cooking you can ignore it because it's only boost for 3 units. Your main Alir and 2 other people, and you
Yeah.
can get food items. It is useful if you really want to optimize everything, but I think that um, you're better with tonics than with the food,
Okay.
honestly.
Interesting.
But at the same time, I do understand because money is tight, especially in Madrid.
Yeah. I am gonna quickly go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Sorry. Meanwhile, we have some chats. We have a chat that I feel like you're gonna like to talk about. So, if you answer the chat
Oh,
message, I'll be back in a quick sec.
I would love if what I would love if we see different something when we go to different food and culture. That would be cool, honestly. Like speaking, like now I ranted about the food. Now that I ranted about all the mechanics that free houses and free hosts like I hate every single time that I have to go back after battle just to get the because in the case of free hosts and free houses, you really need to, especially free houses, to if you really want to get those bonuses for training your units, you need to use the food corridor, and I got tired of getting the same cutscene over and over again. But at the same time, I would appreciate it if the food mechanic is present, as you can go to a local food and buy some food for 2 characters, and that gives them a stat boost. That will be cool. Yeah, you're right. And also, I remember the different forges and the different shops that there were on. That's something that I maybe need Panda for this, but yeah, Sacred Stones, Echoes, and Awakening have different shops depending on the place that you're on. No, it doesn't count for FE4 because FE4 you have a shop that kind of follows you, and it gets more items between chapters. And then all the other Fire Emblems kind of have like a shop that upgrades through the story. But I really do miss those times when in Sacred Stones, if you wanted, like for example, I don't know, the unlock stuff, you need to travel to, I think it was Grado maybe, um, to some of the towns of Grado to get the unlock stuff in the shop. Like I really miss those times when some items were locked specifically to some some place in the world map.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think that they can do that if they make, instead of a hub world like a monastery or a thumbnail, they
Mm-hmm.
made the towns the hub world. So you can go to a specific town to buy a specific weapon, or make, like for example, speaking of forges, make the forge in one town specialize in swords, or specialize in magic weapons. I don't know, like you can do a lot with different towns and different, like and you can organically integrate like better shops, better weapons if you travel to tougher places, you know.
Yeah, no,
If
that's
you
true.
travel to a mountain, for example, you can maybe get the killer weapons, for example.
Mm-hmm.
If that mountain has the materials for, because we already know materials are a thing in the Fire Emblem universe. Free
Yeah,
Houses introduced the repair
yeah,
system, that most vanilla weapons use a common material, but then killing weapons use some material.
yeah. You have to
Venom weapons
defeat
were
certain divine
introduced
beasts to repair the heroic relics.
for repairing the divine weapons. You need to kill this
Yeah.
to repair the Agarthian weapons that are fewer, but they are. You need to fight specifically the demon beast created by the Agarthians.
Mm-hmm.
I really find that interesting world building, and you can do the same with all the systems. Like I was speaking about before you were gone, like maybe do the food thing,
Yeah,
but instead of you having to cook, go to a place, select two
like a
characters,
restaurant.
they have a meal in a place,
Yeah,
and that place specifically give, like for example, if you're in a nomad city, like thinking like
yeah. What do you have like on the
they
menu?
can you can go you can give them a speed and dexterity. If you're in a mage town, magic and resistance, like it could be a cool way of doing world building. And
Yeah, no, you're
also
right.
like, and make it like if you really want to make temporary buff, just give us tonics, but make the food more important. Like for example, if you can give like one single, do it like a stat booster like you did in Gaiden with the fountains,
Like,
and
oh,
that would
what
be
they
cool,
did
honestly.
from like with Persona. I know it's in Persona 5 a lot. The curry you make, it restores their SP. Like, do something like it gives like a boost, or like I feel like
Yeah, because
if we go
one
into
misses
the
opportunity. Honestly, that's something interesting because what missed the opportunity that I think both Three Houses and Engage is that well, Engage didn't Three Houses didn't do it at all. Like the Commodore is only for getting support between and getting your motivation up
yeah
for classes, and in Engage the food gives a temporary stat boost to free units,
mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
also give you a ration, like a food, like that a food box, a bento box that
Yeah,
you
no, I
can
don't know
give
what you
in
mean.
battle to one unit and heal them like a concoction. I know about the skill that Celica has, that favorite food,
Oh
because that's a
yeah.
reference to it. That's the only thing that is more important. But at the same time, I don't think favorite food is a good skill to have at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are
No.
so many skills in Engage that are much better than favorite food, because restoring once in a map, in maps that honestly can take you up to at max 10 turns sometimes if you play optimally, is
Mm-hmm.
not that important compared to something like a Speed Taker, Kanto, or a Speed plus 3, the three best engage skills. And then even in a specific builds, you usually don't see favorite feat used because you need space for something more niche like Vantage, Rat, Resolve, Hold Up, or something like that. If you're really building your characters, you're not building for favorite food. Favorite food is a nice bonus when you have a character with Celica's Emblem Engage. And to be honest, even that is honestly not that important because you only get the Celica Engage ring for the first part of the game and then
I think so. Yeah.
for the late game.
Yeah.
But most of the time, when you really need the food bonuses, you don't have like
No, you're
the
right.
Celica emblem in mind. I don't know, like it's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And then free host is as much as a missed opportunity as is something refreshing because in free host the only thing that the food does is giving you skills for all your units.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Uh,
right.
and I fucking love that because I don't have to waste time as much, but at the same time, I don't know. It's complicated, but at the same time, it could be done well.
It is complicated indeed. What
There
I
are some. There are some. Last thing that I want to talk.
Yeah,
There are
sure.
some things that we don't need, honestly. I don't need I know that this is fan service, and I know, but I don't need recreation. I don't need putting my unit on a bedroom. I don't need a bedroom. Why do I need to see a cutscene
Oh
waking
my
up to?
god! I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
need those
god, that
kind of
was
stuff.
so bad. I hated
Yeah.
that. Now, if I wanna go, I wanna go quickly back to the Samiel because I want to counter you on that one. I think the Samiel, it didn't feel lived in. Like it was a hub area, sure, but like it felt more like a zoo seeing your favorite characters doing something goofy. That actual
Oh
happened
yeah,
like what I
yeah,
like really
but
like
at the
from
same,
Three Houses with the monastery is like they actively have something to say into the plot. Like, oh, like Annette thinks
yeah,
about this, or like Mercedes
that
says
that
this, or the Petra is
that
not
is
even in your
something
house says this says
that
something
Three Houses
else.
did well, but at the same time did overdid. And
Yeah, they
why
overdid
is
it.
that? Because it makes sense during the academy phase. Totally. Like the monastery works in the academy phase, but after the academy phase, you should have switched to a base more concise because it doesn't make sense as a base. The monastery.
Yeah, no,
Like
you're
I don't.
right.
Like after that, it feels like an empty castle.
That's why I'm saying like
It doesn't
we
really.
need something like different hub worlds, so we can travel between the
Like
parts.
or you know, if it's a war, give us the same thing that you gave Edgar in the assault. If you wanna, because Free Houses love reusing assets. So if if you're gonna reuse an asset, reuse that for the campaign world. And I won't be mad because it's a more concise base after you already build your units, because you build your units in the academy phase for the late game.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're right.
After that, you barely need that much investment in the monastery, and you start skipping 3 days. You know,
No, you're right. You're right on
so
that.
give us
Um,
like, instead of like, if you're gonna do that kind of thing with, or don't do on just don't do time passes, because even though I love both, like that's something that I love in both games, in Fire Emblem 4 and in Fire Emblem Three Houses, the time skip mechanic. I do love it for world building. That
it
the same
does
that,
is really nice. It is really nice.
but at the same
Um,
time, it doesn't make sense mechanically that you have the same base as the academy phase. Like,
no, it doesn't. I think overall, there's a lot of things to say about hub areas for sure. Like people love them, people hate them, but they're here to
I fucking
stay.
hate.
They're here to stay to the franchise, and we
Yeah,
just
I
have to deal
know.
with it.
Ever
Sadly.
ever since Faith introduced them, I know they were here to stay, but
Yeah.
I still have hope for something like Awakening, or something like Sacred Stone, that you can travel to the towns to buy specific stuff, or
Oh yeah.
like, and also like I said, Echoes. Echoes is the best one that did that, because
They did it so
all
well.
the
They didn't even
all
have
the
a hub. They didn't
NPCs.
even have like you walk around it. It's more like, here you go.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Persona 3 Portable in that sense.
Oh, but
But
no,
at the
no,
same
fuck
time, it
portable
works.
though.
No, but it's the same. But it makes for a more memorable NPC dialogue sometimes, because
Yeah.
I still remember that NPC that give you like
Oh.
begs you for an axe, and if you gave
Yeah.
the devil axe, he can
I know what
kill
you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Fucking amazing.
But yeah, the NPCs talk about the events of the game, so it makes more. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
something that Engage definitely did wrong.
Very bad.
Like,
In my opinion.
because most of the characters stop talking about what happens after you recruit them, after their joining chapter.
Yeah, no, well,
Like
that's
they
true.
talk about random stuff.
That's true. I'm looking
Especially
at my
when there
notes
are
real
some
quick.
characters that could talk more about what's happening around them. Especially, the fucking royals.
I mean, the Royals. I feel like the Royals were very underdeveloped as well in Engage. I hope. Okay, no,
Yeah,
but like,
especially.
here's the thing.
You know what pissed me off? I think that I like more the twisted versions of, even though I don't like the fell Cinologue Paralog,
Oh, you're
the
right.
Paralog versions
I
are more
prefer
interesting.
Xenologue over the original story because it's an actual story.
Yeah, it's an actual story in a bad Fire Emblem game.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, for real.
I consider the fell Xenologue. Wait. No, I'm not bashing on engaging that. It's that the first Xenologue is like a separate engage. It's like Fire Emblem Engage 1.5
Mm-hmm.
because of the mechanic of having pre-loaded units that really sucks.
Oh no, you're
I
right.
don't know, like it sucks for maddening.
Yeah.
Which speaking of, I have another note that I want. This is a want. No,
yeah, go
this
for
is
it.
a must. This is a fucking must.
All right, tell me.
Maddening has to be treated like it was treated on Engage and not how it was treated on Free Houses.
Wait, what? Sorry.
Please. Maddening, the hardest difficulty.
Oh, maddening. Yeah,
It has
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
This is something that I know that probably doesn't matter much to you as you.
No.
I don't want to say you're a casual. But...
Shut up.
But yeah, I do play for the strategy part.
Hey, I played Three House Sword Classic.
I do enjoy a fun challenge. Fire Emblem Three Houses maddening fucking sucks.
It's bad
because it was underdeveloped. It was like
Didn't they add
just
it like
bump the
in
stat.
a patch?
They did add it in the patch, and
Yeah.
and as a result of that, it was like you don't need to add it right away, but balance the hard mode.
Mm-hmm.
What did they did in Engage to balance the hard mode? They fixed like I don't understand me because this sounded boring to me at first, but now that I played, I think this is the best way to balance hard modes. Fixed growth.
Oh,
Because fixed growth can allow you to balance the game of what the player should have around the time.
Yeah, but on the other hand,
And it's
the
brilliant.
customizability is going away then.
Not necessarily, because you need to customize it with the systems that the game gives you, but get rid of the randomness of having a bless and a curse unit. Because something that happens a lot in Fate Conquest, my favorite Fire Emblem difficulty is Fire Emblem Fate Conquest Lunatic, because it's so
Holy
well balanced.
shit, you're bad,
But
man.
you can get screwed by the RNG in terms of growth. You can get screwed. A simple example is you need a Takumi killer. And most of the time, people chose Mosu because she's the less likely to get RNG screw because of the apprentice skill. But there are so many units that can do the job, but at the same time, most of the time, it's safer to go with Mosu. Because as it happened to me, I got my Silas stats crew.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and I got my Silas stats crew, so I had to invest in her daughter because it was the safest place to me to get my investment back. Because
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can inherit the skills that I gave to Silas.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. What I
But
also
in Engage, I didn't need to do that because most of the characters are expected to have like a consistent growth. So you kind of have you will have a good Anna, a good mage Anna if you make her a mage because of her growth, but they are fixed. So the game kind of does the calculations, and you don't have to reset to get a good Anna. You will get a good Anna for that. You will get a decent Louis. You will get a decent Chloe, a decent Stream.
Chloe is kind of is broken though in Engage, right? I heard like a lot of people.
Yeah, she is the best early unit to invest alongside Alir.
Yeah, no.
She's not broken. She's not broken. Like she's not Kagetsu
Oh no,
or
Baguette
or
was crazy.
or like Pandreo, Panet. Although
Rosemary is
Panet
also
is
really good.
more of an investment project, but she can be really good.
Yeah.
But both Pandreo and Kagetsu are ridiculous. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you just reclass them, and they became good.
Yeah.
Same with Marin, same with Ivy.
Yeah. No.
But at the same time, you will have those options always, and you will not get screwed by the RNG.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Well, of course, that sucks for a couple units that their grow rates are like not optimized for how Engage is played. For example, Boucheron and Bunet, they have, I think, I need to look it up exactly, but they have, like, for example, really HP focus growth,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
and that doesn't really matter as much as you can fix HP with some of the emblems, for example,
Oh yeah.
Corin.
I feel like the emblem
Let me,
mechanics make it very interesting as well. How they
yeah,
have to
the
balance
emblem,
it.
the emblem basically makes engage the emblem mechanic. Yeah, so this is Boucheron usually have really HP and dexterity growth, and that's it. And it
Oh wow.
doesn't work because dexterity is one of the least important and most fixable stats in the whole game.
Yeah. No.
Alongside, for example, something like you really need for engage, you really need a strength, magic, speed, or either defense and resistance. But most of the other stats are fixable with engage skills.
Yeah, for sure.
But especially strength and magic. So when you lack in strength and magic, you better have like something like a speed grow like clan, because you if you don't have that, you're going in the D tier.
Oh no, you're
But at the
right.
same time, that makes them like really consistent bad units, and that's
Yeah.
not bad at all. Yeah, Fire Emblem doesn't need to every single unit to be
A broken mess, basically. That's it's the fun
yeah.
about Fire Emblem having
We
like
don't need a
units that
Fire
are good or
Emblem
not good.
that all the units are Edelgar.
No, no, you're right. You're right.
Or Set from FE8
Yeah.
or
No,
or
you're right.
Har from FE10. We need a Fire Emblem with balanced units. We need a Fire Emblem with bad units too, because bad units are also interesting. like
No, you're
like
right. Like there's a reason
people
people love
like,
to do like bad unit runs. Like
yeah, people like S,
yeah.
people like Nino, people like I don't know. Like, for example, in my case, where I know it's a topic for another
Yeah.
another chapter,
Yeah, let's go back to our
the
wishes
our
soon.
favorite unit. But in my case, one of my favorite units from Shadow Dragon was Sedgar, because
Mm.
he's so good in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, but he's so bad in the other Arcania titles. But I used them. I used him in the other Arcania titles because I love how bad he is compared to his Shadow Dragon appearance. So
Oh yeah.
it's an interesting way of liking a character,
Yeah, no, you're right
because
on that.
you
I
don't
agree.
like it because it's a broken carry. You like them because you really need to scrape the bottom of the barrel to make them good.
And that's important.
Yeah, that's
Going
part of
back
the customization.
going back to the wishes, I think one of my important wishes right now, and no, wait, I'll keep that on part one later after this one. I kind of want to see more like a mix between Engage and Three Houses combat. I think both games
Yeah.
do combat in their own way very unique. Okay, someone is firing fireworks. What the hell? Alright, fuck, I hope it's on the
What,
post.
you in Latin America? That's my job, huh?
Oh my god, no! But I kind of want to see, like, for example, I don't know how a lot of people think about it. Like, I know for a fact some of my friends don't like it, but I really like the brake mechanic.
Yeah.
I think the brake mechanic was really nice. Hold on, I'm gonna close my window.
That's my
My god.
my second. What happened? Oh, the firework. Yeah, the brake mechanic is
Alright,
great.
I'm back. Sorry for
You're
that.
back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
I
The brake
think-
mechanic is great.
I feel like the break mechanic makes you think about more things, and it very implements it well on the weapon triangle. And
That's
I'm gonna
my
lean.
second that's my second favorite weapon triangle
Yeah, no.
of all Fire Emblems.
Oh, and they need to
Like
bring back the weapon
my favorite
triangle.
weapon triangle is
Let me fact check this real quick.
the like the faith version of the weapon triangle because includes
Oh
things
yeah, the
like
humans.
magic
Yeah.
and daggers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because I really missed the weapon triangle. I didn't know I missed the weapon triangle until it got
Until I
removed
got back
in Three
in.
Houses.
Yeah, when I go back to engage, I was like, when I played
Yeah,
engage for first, I was like,
because
oh yeah,
the only reference to the weapon triangle
three
in Three
houses.
Houses
It's the
was
gambit triangle.
the not only the gambits, but was it was more present in Three Hopes than in
Yeah,
Three
no,
Houses.
yeah, three hopes
In
really
Three
implemented
Houses,
well.
the breaker skills are usually
Oh,
acquired
you're right. Yeah, that has like
by
Axe Breaker,
mastering some
Lance
weapons.
Breaker. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but most of the time it isn't like really that.
No, no, no. Yeah, right.
And some of the units can have breaker skills via other ways, so it's kind of weird. But I really like that engage doesn't like limit you to use, for example, an axe against a sword, but at the same time, it really makes again player focus game
That's the
gameplay.
thing.
Like
That's the
it
thing.
makes
That's
you
what's keeping them
think about
engaging.
player face and enemy face. Like it is balanced in the way that you can break your enemies and
Yeah.
make use of the break mechanic, but the enemies can also like
Break
screw you
you.
up.
Yeah,
Screw you up with the
it's like a more thing. It makes you
no,
think different.
and it's also a buff, by the way. And that's another thing that I want to add to my wish list. That the web the balanced classes. Like
Yeah.
I think that even though I wouldn't say that engage is 100% the best balance we have in terms of classes.
Oh no.
I really wish that we got something like that. That every single class had a strength. Like
Yeah.
for example, the armor knights can get break. The flyers can move through terrain freely, but also don't benefit from terrain as much
No, I know what you mean.
as other classes. You know, better web because even though I really enjoyed my first playthrough of Three Houses, when I discover how easy it is to get Wyvern Riders, I never look back.
Oh
Wyvern
no, no. I
Riders are
refuse to
so
use Rifle
broken.
Riders in my games.
It is an interesting way of balancing yourself, like not using Wyvern Riders as much as other people, but you
Yeah.
have to admit, like Three Houses is so broken
Yeah.
with the
No.
balance, and
I think what's
I don't know, like I want a more diverse team
yeah,
because it's how
no,
I
no.
played originally Fire Emblem Sacred Stone. Like Sacred Stone has branched promotions, so even if you have two Cavaliers, you can have one Cavalier going to Great Knight and one to Paladin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Of course, that's undermined after you see that most of those choices doesn't like really matter like at all
Oh no,
because
you know, I
there
know what
is
you mean.
always a better class compared to the other because none of the classes changes your grow rate. So even if you have like a paladin Amelia or a general Amelia, that general Amelia is gonna perform similarly in terms of stats because of the grow rates keep the same.
Yeah, no, you're
But
right.
engage really make and also free houses by the way really makes use of the different classes giving you like I really like that engage no free houses kind of balance the classes giving you like the base stats of the class
Mm-hmm.
even though you are lacking like for example even though your Mercedes is with an awful defense, if
Oh
you
yeah.
promote her into an armor knight, she's gonna get the defense. So
Yeah, no.
she's gonna work as
What
a
I really
defense
liked
wall.
from my playthrough of Three Houses, my latest playthrough was Golden Deer, and I tried to limit myself to only the class students, like only the Golden Deer characters.
Yeah, I also I gonna admit I love that playstyle. I
yeah,
absolutely
it was very fun.
I'm doing
It made me
like,
it made me appreciate characters like Raphael and Ignatz way more. Mainly because
Yeah.
the Bishop was a lot of fun to play around with as well. No, but in my playthrough, I deliberately made Lascivia a Dark Flyer, and I
with the
realized,
DLC, right?
yeah, I own the DLC, so like I was like, I got an Ambition Pass for free. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, I got the DLC
that was
too,
it was a
but,
whole different world. Like I don't know why, but like it was so
have you
fun to
played
play
the maps,
around
right?
with.
Yeah, have you? Yeah, you play the maps on normal and.
No, I played them on hard.
Oh,
I played hard
really?
classic. Yeah,
Nice.
I did hard classic. No, but
There you go.
I see. You know why do you call me a casual, motherfucker? I only played the first ones, the first routes.
Although Free Houses is easier than in most games, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with the game, so that's why I want to grow more into that to get more familiar with it. But
it gets easier when you know the mechanics of the game before. So
no, I'm also gonna lean into this real quick. I can blend this into here. I want more customizability. Mainly, throw away those goddamn gender locked classes. It pisses me off. You cannot use a female brawler in, for example, Three Hopes or Three Houses.
Yeah.
You cannot use them.
Yeah.
You can there is like one class. It's like the fighters class. That's it. After fighters class, they're gone.
I hate gender lock. Yeah, that's an interesting topic because gender lock classes has always been like awfully handled.
Yeah.
And
for fuck's sake, the Lady Blade was like a barrel thing as well.
That's why I love Fate so much, because it get rid of all gender exclusivity aside from DLC. And Engage also doesn't have like a gender exclusive class, but yeah, the Engage is also great because of that. But no, wait, I'm lying. There is one exclusive.
Gender blend,
there is one. The Pegasus Knights are exclusive. But at least in defense of Engage, the most important classes, the advanced classes, none of them are.
No, you're right. None of them are there.
Yeah,
but it's also.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What I think is also very important for the game as well is that they go back to weapon durability. That is very important as well. Mainly because you don't get those stupid debuffs you have in Fates. I'm particularly talking about that because that pisses me the fuck off, and I realized that the debuff on like silver weapons.
They can do infinite durability, right?
Yeah,
they
but
have done. They have done that in Engage.
Yeah, no, you're right. Engage. You're right.
The weapons are infinite, but how they balance it out was giving you less funds and more things to spend funds instead of weapons. So
yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, they can do that if they really want to. Or there is something that they can do that I have seen in a hack, in the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon Fate remake hack.
Oh yeah.
They can do bronze and iron weapons infinite, and the other ones.
And the rest don't.
With
that is something I want to see. Yeah, no, you're right.
That's a way to balance both iron. Like, why do you have to spend so much in iron weapons? You know, it doesn't make sense.
What you already said, like in Fate as well. You said like bronze is the most valuable weapon. And I was like,
bronze
why?
is the most valuable.
Yeah.
That's something that is more into the Fate meta when you exploit all the system that you have, because the Forge is really cheap. Like, it's awfully cheap, especially when online was a thing, because it doesn't use gold. It uses the resources.
Yeah.
The resource. So if you have, like, for example, the correct resources for a bronze weapon, for example, for the bronze axe, you can forge a bronze axe really easily, because bronze weapons are really cheap, and almost every single unit that joins with an E rank so most of them come with a bronze weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You combine them and make a powerful bronze weapon that cannot miss, cannot even though it cannot crit, it still can trigger some skills, and you got a reliable weapon to finish and chip damage. It's especially valuable when you have it, for example, for bows, because if you forge bronze bows, you have effectively an effective weapon against wyvern that is just reliable. But at the same time, uh, having the possibility to not crit eliminates the RNG for some of the toughest enemy phases.
Yeah.
Like you sometimes don't want a crit. It's weird. You don't want a crit for some of the
No, you're right.
combat that you do in Fate, because sometimes getting a crit will give you like a possibility of getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's true. I think we have one big thing to talk about. Actually,
Yeah.
maybe two. I'm thinking we're already like almost 15, like around 15 minutes. So it's gonna be ending the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the big green haired girl in the room, right? Let's talk Sophis.
Oh, Sophie.
I got so excited when I saw Sophis. I literally was like, I heard my voice, like, when looking back on my reaction, I'm like, I heard my voice crack up. I'm like, that's Sophis! Like, oh my god, I got memed on that shit.
I honestly, I'm glad she's back, but at the same time, I'm scared that she's back.
I don't like Sophis though, but like,
I'm scared that she's back because I don't want another Violet, you know. Like I don't want.
I don't think it's gonna be another Violet. I don't think it's gonna be like another Evernote thing.
Yeah,
I feel like
they
handle
if they handle Sophis like they did in Hopes, it could be good though.
That would be crazy because Sophis. Well, did you beat Three Hopes? One of the routes?
No, not yet. But okay. I already got that cutscene that she went crazy and almost killed Chess, you know. But,
basically that. Sophis is a menace in that game.
Yeah.
Like, she does not give a fuck about Byleth or like anyone else. She just wants to have her power back. And
and that's really interesting because it made me like think about it, like
seeing her sit on that throne,
the lore implications.
Yeah.
That what would happen if in Fallen if they didn't try to kill Violet to Sophis to sacrifice herself? So what will happen? Like, does that mean that Sophie went rogue and kill, like, she could easily kill like Edelgarten in the tomb?
Yeah,
you know.
Seeing Sophie sit on that throne like very smug as well. That I feel like they're going into that route again. Like I just don't know how they're gonna implement her, and that is kind of leading into like the final topic I have about talking about Three Hopes. Fortune's Reap. I mean, sorry, I've been playing a lot of Three Hopes on my own. Wait, what?
No, don't worry. No, I got them mixed up sometimes too. Like when I talk about Free House.
Yeah, I know, right? So many trees.
And then Fortune Wave. Yeah. I need to get used to the name.
Oh,
you know?
I've got very used to it already.
It's still like not integrated in my mind.
Oh, for me it already is.
It always happens with the new games, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Even with Echoes, the only other game that I got in release date. The two Fire Emblems that I played on release date were Fate and Echoes.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I haven't played any on release date.
If you consider the release of, because even Engage, even though I have to wait a year because I was broke too, but Echoes, I remember struggling to say Shadows of Valentia. I just got it Fire Emblem Shadows, or Fire Emblem Echoes or Shadows.
Now we have Shadows.
I can't say Fire Emblem Shadows because Fire Emblem Shadows exists.
I always just call it Echoes. But seeing Sophie sit on the throne, I find it very interesting, and I think I have to lean into the final topic, and that is gonna be a sequel or a prequel.
I honestly think that it's gonna be a a distant sequel,
Really?
like it is Awakening. Mainly because I don't think like so this was shown being grown up
Hmm.
on the story in Free Houses like
Can
a
I go?
long time ago.
Yeah.
But if she is on that throne, does that mean she's in another vessel? Maybe
I don't know.
like
I want to counter
or
you on
or
that.
or or is she like on the like you have you noticed that in there are two instances that you can visit that uh, throne in
Two
Three
houses.
Houses.
Yeah. The Amoeba one, I
Either on
know.
the cutscene on your mind, and after New Game Plus, you can visit it on the monastery,
Wait, what?
and where you see studies, even though she's killed, even after she's killed, and she's just like sleeping.
Oh, you mean the Amiibo thing? Yeah, that you have to lock
Yeah,
the other. Yeah, no, I've also
yeah.
kind of put off, but I know what you mean. Yeah. No. Here's the thing though. I think like the how do I say this without sounding weird? Yeah, I feel
You
like
can.
the argument or the theory we're having right now about Sophus being all grown up kind of doesn't make sense in my opinion.
No, I
Because
don't have a fear to her being grown up, but
no,
at
no,
the same
no.
time,
But
it
I
kind of
keep
makes
hearing
me
a lot of
wonder.
people of it.
It kind of made me wonder, like, if I think it's gonna be a sequel, but it's not gonna be a sequel like an immediate sequel. Like, it's not an FE6, FE7, or FE10, FE
No, it's gonna
FE9,
be like a
like
far away
FE9, FE10.
sequel.
Yeah, I really think that it's a faraway sequel when the Fodlands powers were like diverged. Like, and why do I think that? Because that can make for some like some Breath of the Wild bullshit that none of the route is really canon, something like that. You can argue that, and it doesn't really matter who that you choose. Like you can say like no, everything leads to Fortune Whips, which is fine because it doesn't invalidate the sentiment that you as a player have with your favorite route.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it gives you like opportunity to give descendants to everyone, descendants to everyone, no matter who you pair them with. Like because that's something that I was speaking to with my boyfriend yesterday. That he was asking about supports in Fire Emblem and
Oh
how
yeah.
do they work. And yeah, there is this thing that not only you can marry
Sophus.
in some of the games you can marry some characters, especially the avatar focused one. But ever since the GBA, you have paired endings.
I really like
some
that.
characters, yeah,
I really like the
do
paired
like it.
endings. I kind of want to have them go
Yeah,
back, but
because
that's kind of like
some of them not some of them are not even romantic. Some of them are purely
just
friendship or platonic relationships, and that's fine too. Like one of my favorite endings in Free Houses is actually the Lycitia and Hahnemann one.
Oh yeah, I know
Because
what I mean.
it's really like a respect, like a really real possibility. Like Hahnemann knows about the Lycitia's problem, and he assists them, assist her, as the knowledge he has. Like it's really just a great way to seal both histories. Like it gave Hahnemann more purpose to keep investigating because Hahnemann is an interesting character as he investigates to derogate the system, like
Yeah.
to make them more accessible to more people. And of course, Lycitia wants to destroy the crest system because
She's like
she
Edgar. It's
has
like, man.
she has fucking cancer because of it.
Yeah. No, for real.
So getting them together, not as a couple, but two like a student and teacher that want to destroy the
They
system
work together
and
to
want to get
cure
rid of this
Lasifia.
problem. Yeah, to cure
Yeah.
Lycidia is such a cute
That's
way
the
to end both of the stories.
That's the okay. It's like Claude did marry Lasifia, but that's the same way about that. Like Claude also found a solution to cure her.
Yeah. But yeah, what I want to say is that not every single ending has to be marriage, and I really liked that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's why some of my favorite endings in GBA Fire Emblem are the platonic relationship one, the friendship
Hmm.
ones, um, and of course I do enjoy some love. Like I want, yeah, like if you marry someone that isn't Namey and Colm, like Namey and Colm are destined to be together. Those two are too good
Hmm.
too cute to not get into a couple.
Yeah,
But at
no.
the same time, it's nice that there are some options in GBA Fire Emblem, like um, Eliwood and Ninian, Eliwood and Lynn, Eliwood and Flora, for some
Yeah, no,
reason.
you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like both really work. Both series about being a sequel or prequel. What I personally hope is a prequel. Um, Mainly because they
But-
can put it in like the War of Heroes kind of style. Like Soviets
yeah, but
is
it
can be
doesn't seem
alive.
it doesn't
It doesn't seem like
yeah,
it's
it
suddenly.
doesn't seem yeah, it
Like the
doesn't seem like
counters,
it's a work of
yeah,
hero.
the counters of like having like a prequel or sequel. It's like both camps are still very valid in my opinion, but I'm leaning more into like a sequel now than I'm still like I'm saying like it's a prequel. I want it to be a prequel,
Yeah,
but
honestly it could be a prequel even, yeah. If they're gonna be a prequel, there is something like I can see happening. A prequel before Sophie's, like that divine
yeah,
guy is
the Divine Zorba,
like
it's a Navitian. It gotta be.
it's an Avatian, but it's an Avatian that was like the ruler before Sophis. And Sophis being an adult is maybe like, I don't know, like
I
trying to
I think
establish the Sophis order. That could work
that
too.
could work, but I have to retcon the story of Two Houses because
Yeah.
the lore of Two Houses is Sophis came from whatever the fuck to Fodlan and build it on heal the lands and stuff.
Another thing that could work and could make interesting as a as a prequel, sorry, is that the playable characters, some of them could be like like the 10 elites, or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah. Like
their
maybe Dietrich is
their
like a 10 elite.
yeah, something like that. Because although
Or
it
like
has seemed like the main guy has some crest power, it doesn't seem like the other guys have crest power per se.
I don't know.
Like
I feel
because
like Leda.
that's the thing. That's the thing. If there are crests in the story, that it cannot be before Sophie's.
That's the thing. Or what they can
Or
also wait. I
could
just
be
thought about
lost
something.
crest.
Or it's after the War of Heroes.
No, that but because of not because if it's after the world of heroes.
Yeah. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I meant after.
Theros,
Sorry. I meant the after.
yeah, Theros
Fuck! I
has to
botched
be
that
there.
up.
Theros has to be like
What if?
the main refine because Theros is there all the story, you know.
Yeah, no, that's true. But like, what I think would be interesting as a prequel, and that's where I'm leaning still a bit into as well. Like, I'm so mixed between both. I feel like it can happen after the War of Heroes, where Fodlan is still, mourning about everything what happened. Like, for fuck's sakes, the nukes what happened in the Valley of Torment.
The nukes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
what was it? Pillars of Light. That's what it was. Like, they can do something with that as well. It's still very difficult to say what it actually is. I don't know at all right now what it could be. But I'm
but
personally hoping
if-
for a
if-
prequel because there's more things you can
if
do
it-
with that.
I mean, they can do a lot with a
Yeah.
distant
Or like a distant sequel as well, yeah.
but, because they have done it in the past.
Yeah, you can make like characters
Awakening.
like. But like, here's the thing about it being a sequel. What route will be canon? Like, you're not gonna make people.
Not necess-
You don't have to,
Not
but like
necessary.
people want their route to be canon. Like I cannot
I
see like a
mean,
direct
yeah,
sequel because which
the-
route
no,
do you make a
that's
spin-
why that's why the distant future works, because even though if it is a
you
it
can
could
make
be a
characters
sequel,
still like legendary heroes, yeah, like Dimitri,
yeah, exactly.
the king
Yeah,
that
you can-
got killed or something, the king who died in his boss loss.
I mean,
Or like
there is
Edelgard
some
being like the person who tried to change the
Unite
world.
Fodland.
Fodland. That or
Yeah.
like change the world, but failed in that way. You know what I mean? Or Claude who united Fodland. Like you can do a lot of stuff about it. Like you can make like what is really cool is like kind of if you look at like our religions, like Christianity. A lot of things there are. I am of the opinion that a lot of Christianity. I don't want to go too far into this because I don't want to get myself cancelled. But a lot of different stories became part of that religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So what
No,
if like people say like,
we can even go further and say like, for example, Islam. I know that in the Islam book, like the Torah, I think it's called.
Quran.
No, that's
Quran,
the Jew.
The
Quran. Correct. Yeah, that the story of Jesus Christ is integrated in that, but not as the Son of God, but as a prophet.
Yeah.
And because it's history, I mean, it's as valid as the Christian canon, to be honest, because
yeah, no, you're right.
nobody really known like
yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
like a lot of you can make everyone canon in like the ways of like different religions. Like they can say like, oh, Claude, like the hero Claude, legendary hero Claude, united all of the continents together.
And stop at the war of the Almyran that stopped the war with Almyra, you know?
The Almyran who changed Fodlan, for example. Or
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Or like you can say like for Dorothea, for example, the legendary songstress that stood by her emperor's hand to unite Fodlan. Like you can do a lot of different things with this. Or like I want to see like for Dimitri, I don't want to see like Dimitri being the hero. I kind of want to see like it's a fallen hero, like the legendary, the hero that got corrupt, that fell because of his anger, of his bloodlust. Yeah, you know, those kind of things. Like, that's what I want to see.
It goes for. I mean, there are some routes that cannot be as easily integrated in the canon.
Like Crimson Flower.
Yeah, Crimson Flower is a good example, but also I think that the easiest two routes to integrate into the canon are either Silver Snow.
I think Asherman as well.
Or Asherman.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because Golden Deer, even though it is not like an offensive route to go through.
It just has a lot of story implementation, like.
Yeah. Although Golden Deer could be an interesting route to follow through, because you can make the argument that
true. You're right.
that Cloud dissolved Fodland, and
yeah, no, they're like
what if this game isn't in Fodland at all, but it's the same like world? What if this game is in Almyra
or Dusker? All right, so let me hear this out real quick. This is the final thing I want to talk about. This real quick. Leading into this final subject we're talking about. I recently just opened the wiki real quick. Where was it? The continent is in Japanese. It's called, what was it? Where is it? I don't remember. Fuck. Oh, Daxion. That's the Japanese name. Daxion. So like, what if it happens in Dagda, for example? Like, we don't know. Maybe it can be like a prequel, but like in Dagda or like in Dusker. Or like whatever the fuck.
Or in Bridget.
I would love to see Bridget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's also, you know, it would make sense with all the outfits and stuff, because if you know, Petra is like really exotic in.
Yeah,
Holland.
No, that's why I'm saying.
And
look at the people from Dusker or like Almyra.
Honestly, that can make another implication.
That can make it a prequel. Because
but it's needed like a prequel or a sequel immediately. Like it could it's a contemporary time maybe.
I don't think and so because like everything around.
I know that so this kinda. Yeah, and also Sotis kinda ruins that theory. But
so the Sotis theory that
what if instead of Rhea surviving was this guy, and instead of making experiments, Sophie just manifests itself, or I don't know, like.
Yeah, but that's kind of
I
more
don't
like a
know.
what if different universe thing. I don't like that. I kind of want to have the lore of Odin. Because I feel like the lore of Odin is a lot of things to do with it.
Yeah, I know, but it's not about what you want. It's
I
what
know,
about
but I can wish.
intelligence.
Hey, it's like what do we wish about Thornton's Reach, right?
Yeah, it is a wish list after all. Like,
Yeah, no.
yeah,
I think we covered every topic we want to talk about. Am I
yeah.
correct?
I in my notes I don't have anything about to
Yeah.
say more about Fortune
No.
with.
No. If we have
The
more
most
to talk
important-
about, we can also just
the
make
most
it more
important thing
intense.
for me was no avatar and Madeline.
Mhm.
Please make it like engage.
For real. Nah.
It's not. I'm really been enjoying the difficulty. I
I
can.
like that. That makes sense. I'm getting them there as well. Chila, where can everyone find you?
Well, you can find me here on Twitch at Chila MS. I play retro games, as I said. I'm playing a lot of horror games too in this October, but from November onwards, we will be playing not only Fire Emblem content, but also another Intelligent System series, Paper Mario again. We're gonna play Paper Mario 64.
Oh, nice.
Every Thursday, and also, even though I haven't like really uploaded really more other than shorts, I have a YouTube channel with the same name.
Hell yeah.
But I upload my shorts, and my bots are also in the second channel. And I'm
Ooh.
planning on doing something more scripted for that channel. And
nice.
spoiler alert, it is about Fire Emblem 2. So
Ooh.
stay tuned about that.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching the podcast. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all.
For listening.
Yeah, I want to thank all my moderators, VIPs, for supporting the channel and helping me out making these kinds of ideas. So it was very fun. For everyone who was in chat, chatting about, or watching, or listening on Spotify when it comes out, thank you all, and we see you back in 2 weeks. Have a great evening, everybody.
Bye.
On an ocean of stars, lo, an angel they see, untouched by the war that they waged. Laid low by their scars, a people wounded but free, seek what lies beyond this dark age. The seasons they turn, winter to spring.